do play a Giovanni. And he's like, oh, so you're an incestuous necrophiliac. And I'm like, yes.
Ugh.
Yeah, well. So Josh is watching.
And we're actually live.
That was a great conversation to start off with for the evening.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we just came in as Rebecca yelled yay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm okay with that then. All I heard was incest.
Oh, there may have been a little bit of a delay.
I do play a Giovanni.
This is true, which you can tell by little clan logos down there if you happen to know what the clans are about. So welcome. This is actually our first game we've gotten to play in about a month. Yay.
Yay.
So we're doing a couple of housekeeping things here. First off, we have to do XP. So this would be the first game of November, in addition to the fact that when we have a birthday, we also do birthday XP for anybody who might be having some.
Josh, the G is a Giovanni. Okay, so who's going to roll the month XP?
I will leave that up to all of you.
Because I'm going to roll my birthday XP.
What dice do we roll again?
It is for the regular XP. It's a D4 plus 1.
Make me cry.
Birthday is a D6, right?
You are correct.
Okay, so I'm getting my pretty gray ones because they never let me down. You watch, I'll roll a 1. Ooh, no, I rolled a 6. My dice left me.
All right,
right.
1d4.
1d4.
Plus 1.
And we got a 4.
Dang.
And I got a 6.
Thank you, Stinky.
7 plus 5 is
12.
12.
nice.
I can handle that. I'm going to have 22 XP for next game to spend.
I have a lot more than that.
Oh, wait, I lied. 26. I'm going to have 26.
So since there is a bit of a time lapse, we'll go into the story piece of it here pretty quick.
Okay.
But since there's a bit of a time lapse, go ahead and spend whatever XP you'd like right now, and go ahead and bump up your characters.
Okay.
And make edits to your character sheets. Just make sure that after the game that I get a copy of your character sheets.
Okay. Oh shit! You're gonna make me math.
Yeah, that's why I've been putting it off.
Yeah, no, me too.
All right. Of course, it's always about you.
Attributes
isn't
are
it?
7 times the current level.
Yay! We just got a new follower. Thank you, Sunreal. I think that's how you pronounce it. So whenever you hear Alan Rickman come out screaming that it's all about you, that means we got a new follower.
Attributes current rating times 4.
Attributes, no. Attributes are times 5.
5. Oh, much better. Okay, that's good.
Oh, wait a minute.
I thought attributes were 7.
No.
Disciplines are current rating times 5.
Yes. They may have changed that on me because
I'm just going off.
Okay. So
yeah, hang on a second.
I need a sticky note. And a
I
shopping
need a lot of things.
Almost there. And there we go. No, you're right. Attribute is current rating times 5. Or 4,
okay.
Sorry, 4. I was looking right at it. Yes, times 4. Ability is current rating times 2. Clan discipline is current rating times 5.
Out of clan
Out
is
of
7.
clan is times 7, yes.
Okay, so attributes are times 4, times 2. So my fortitude would be times 7. Oof.
Yes, just if you're trying to level up fortitude.
Shut up, Abby.
Willpower is current rating. If anybody wants to bump that up, I don't know if Anybody here needs to or not.
I think I do okay with willpower.
Yeah, I'm halfway decent on willpower. I just need to get my humanity down.
And I was just thinking I should get mine up.
I want to get on a path.
No, Sophie needs courage.
I'm at, I'm
Had a
at
brain?
4. I'm okay.
Okay. Well, we'll test it. I'll throw some fire at you here soon.
Great. Thank you. I mean, it was going to happen sooner or later.
Yep.
Yes. In the past, I think Sophie has genuinely had problems with fire every time. I
just roll really badly, okay?
yeah. It's just, well, you started off with a 3, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's just when it came time to make that courage check, you just never made it.
It just, you got to roll with the dice.
And what's worse is you've got celerity.
Yeah.
So not only do you get scared, but you run fast, really scared.
Self-preservation.
Oh, well, yeah. All right. So while you guys are working on your characters and getting whatever it is you're wanting to get updated. Uh-oh. Jess is in the chat trolling.
No!
Yeah.
I do not want to see your new trick.
So, what at this point in time, since we're playing a little bit of catch up, time frame wise, it is Halloween, or the weekend of Halloween, I should say. You guys have been invited to Portland for their Elysium by Prince Aemon.
Do we?
I didn't hear any of that. You just kind of all broke up.
Do we have to dress up like a costume and shit?
No. You don't have to dress up in a costume.
Okay, go ahead. Please continue.
No, that's fine. No, there's nothing like that that's going to be needed. But you have been invited. I know that there is some in-character scene stuff that you guys are probably going to want to discuss beforehand. So what we will say is at this point, while you guys are all at the Haven, you're probably packing to get ready to go to make the ride up there. So Sophie, why don't you, since you are the one that's got kind of the info and had last spoken to the Prince and Colin, why don't you, we'll just start this off with you calling everybody down to Miriam's office, since that seems to be the powwow location.
Everybody, come on.
Well, it's next to the food.
True.
I'm just going to save my points for later.
Okay.
I'll figure it out after the game.
If we're going to the cam, no. Fuck no.
I need to be more strategic, so I can't make these decisions on the fly. All right. So we're all present. Who are going to be present?
Yes. Miriam and Hesperia are here. Doug is not. Yeah, I know. Everybody's tired of Doug. Let's see. And so Colin isn't there, obviously. So yeah, it's just the three of you, and we will say Bear is out trying to do bear things right now.
That's not really narrowing it down for him much.
Well,
He's shooting.
we'll see that. Yeah, it's a thing. Bear likes to kill.
He took on a job or something.
Possibly.
The last time I saw Bear, he was in Tucson, and we didn't blow anything up, so I'm pretty sure he's blowing things up right now.
Probably.
Before we start, really quickly, I'm gonna purchase a dot of awareness,
Okay.
another animal kin, and so if I do obfuscate, that would be 15. You said it was times 5, right?
Yes, for you.
Times the current rating.
Those as well.
Yeah. Okay, Jerome, I
Mhm.
got dot 3 in strength, dot 3 in dex, dot 3 in awareness and brawl.
Ooh.
And my I'd been saving XP for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Another dot, where was it? An intimidation and my second dot in dominate.
Okay.
And I'm out. Well, no, sorry, I've got one left.
Okay. Wow.
Like I said, I've been saving up.
No, that's fine.
Just what I need to intimidate more people. Okay. Who's going to lead this thing off?
Well, first, I out of character. You may notice Sophie's had a little work done.
Good point. So
I'm not gonna actually mention that.
so when you first see Sophie, so Sophie looks like Sophie, right? But Sophie, however, her lines are more du jour. We're talking like, everything, like she has an hourglass figure that's been perfected. There are no blemishes anywhere on her face or exposed skin.
Somebody went to see this Misi. I love it. She's gonna be Sabat yet.
Not happening.
I will make her lose that fucking humanity.
Gosh, this is starting real well.
Oh no. Oh, no. Well, you know what they say, once you go Sabat, you don't go Sabat.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Hey, thank you. We're currently being hosted by Vancouver by Night. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Oh, super cool.
Yay.
Thanks, guys.
They start hosting right as we're talking about subverting the now gorgeous-looking Toreador to the Sabat. Good time to host.
Exactly.
All right, so at any rate, that's what you first see about like Sophie, and the clothing that she is currently wearing is specifically tailored to it. So remember, by our rules, if you dress up, you are, for all intents and purposes, one level higher for appearance. So Sophie is not just Sophie. Sophie is bada boom Sophie.
Sophie +1.
Soph, it looks like you've gone and enhanced yourself.
I did,
Get
in
him.
fact. But that's neither here nor there. So,
No, it's not here or there either.
It's there.
Mhm. Did it hurt?
thank you for noticing. A
How could
little.
Not.
It was kind of strange.
To have somebody's hands in your flesh?
It was kind of like a massage.
Like a brutal massage or like an enjoyable massage?
Deep tissue or bone?
A little bit of both.
Huh.
And in other news, it's too bad that Bear is out right now, because I think I found a solution to his ghouls problem. So,
We already found that.
well, but it was taking too long, so I made other arrangements.
Oh, you found more Tsumishi. That'd be a yes. You're consorting with the Sabat?
So anyway, Elysium.
What just so anyway?
No. You don't get to just so anyway this.
No.
No.
I need details, Sophie.
I made a friend. And
You have a very good one.
this friend would rather not meet my other friends, frankly.
That's rude.
That's a bit suspect, don't you think?
I am not at liberty to discuss this person's affairs. So,
Think she's banging him yet?
Yeah, I do. I mean, there's a lot of
look at the
prerequisites
face.
to this friendship.
Yeah. And look at her face. She's guilty. Oh, she's banging him hard. Banging that boy like a drum. Well, I hope that lay was worth consorter.
I mean, you do look great though.
Oh yeah, he did good work. I wouldn't mind a boob job, just a bit of a lift.
he does do good work. He does do good work.
Can he do anything with this face?
Mm,
No, honey, that's permanent. You know that. I'm sorry.
you know,
We
I,
love you the way you are, though.
I think you're great the way you are, Hesperia.
Thank you.
She's a Nosferatu. She's fugly. No offense. She's
No,
fugly.
none taken.
But yeah, no Samisi. Not even Samisi himself.
It's okay. I mean, with my Mask of 1,000 Faces, I can probably just.
Oh, you look
myself
amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I got that ring, so.
Oh, that's true. You did. You did. And she didn't have to bang him for. Okay, I'm done being catty, at least for right now. So, go ahead. What were you saying? Beside the point.
Yes, I got a phone call from Prince Aemon.
What does he want?
He said they've got an infernal problem, and that we should be aware of that as we're heading up. But he feels it's important to keep things normal on the surface, and so he wasn't going to cancel Elysium. But apparently, I've never dealt with infernals before. I'm not sure what to expect, but he said they have effects on people.
They do.
They make people act different. And that's all I know.
People as in our kind of people, or people as in general?
Well, he didn't mention the human people, but yes.
Infernalism is basically like almost like demon possession.
Oh, that sounds great.
So yeah, you can have that effect on kindred and kind.
So that should be fun.
And we're still going.
Well,
You've already told him yes, haven't you?
well, I didn't tell him no.
Well, without Bear and are you guys comfortable with going? Because I'm totally in. I want to go. It sounds like a good time.
I did offer to play for the court, and I kind of like to still do that. I mean, it's been a long time since I've played in Portland. It'd be kind of nice to come back a little better than I left. So,
Fair enough. I mean, I do still have one of Bear's grenades, so I think we're good.
We need to bring it.
Oh, it's right here.
Okay.
Play catch.
Well, we can't take it in to Elysium, but we can at least keep it in the vehicle.
Yeah.
I definitely think we need to go packing heat, whatever you want to call it. You're
I
going to
think-
bring a
I think
weapon.
that would be prudent.
Okay. When are we leaving?
When do we need to leave?
Jerome?
Oh, I wasn't aware you asked me a question. Well,
when-
I mean, it does take a couple hours to get up there, and if you figure it's probably 8 now.
When does Elysium start?
Is it tonight or is it
Mhm.
tomorrow?
It is tonight.
Oh,
Fuck me running. Okay.
All right. Somebody want to call an Uber? Just kidding. Somebody else has to drive though.
I've got a car.
Where's Doug? Can he drive?
No.
I'm not sure where Doug is right now, actually.
We are not taking Doug. His luck. Because he would end up infernal with his luck.
Oh, that is so true. He probably better stay
Okay.
wherever he is.
Yeah, no. It is. Mm-mm. It is best. No. We need to keep, especially keep the mortals away, the ghouls, as far away from that shit as possible. I'm definitely not putting mine in danger. I don't even want to go.
I did invite Colin to come.
Colin can drive.
That sounds like a super fun road trip.
We are all traveling together, correct? Or are just you and Colin?
We hadn't really decided.
So you decided to bring your mage boyfriend to a Camarilla Elysium. Did you let the prince know you're bringing your mage boyfriend?
First of all, he's not a mage, he's a sorcerer.
Oh, I'm sorry. That fine line in the sand, I stepped over it a smidge.
And I told him he didn't have to come to the party, but I thought we could spend some time just away from town. So,
And her other boyfriend.
Has he seen your enhancements?
yes.
Was he present for them?
No.
I would expect not. Well, then you need to let him know we're leaving within a half hour in case there's traffic.
All right, I'm going to text Colin and just say, did you want us to drive separately or invite the whole party?
See, your text starts like showing a text. Somebody is texting. And it's starting to come through.
The little dots.
Yep, so a couple little dots. And it says, "What the fuck? Let's all go together. Probably safer."
Okay.
And then you get, "Wait, who is coming with?"
I text back Hesperia and Miriam.
Okay, that didn't include Doug, so I'm good.
Okay, I tell him we want to leave ASAP.
Okay, I will get an appropriately sized vehicle and come by. You're at your haven, right?
Yes,
Okay, just thought I'd double check.
thank you. See you soon.
All right. And there's a smoochy face emoji that comes across.
And I grab my violin.
Okay.
I just got one thing to say about that. Completely out of character.
You are not you are not privy to this conversation.
And while she's going bleh, she still has no idea where her sire is.
Fuck you.
Zing.
I don't want to hear it.
While we're waiting, do we have any other updates to cover? On any other projects that have been going on?
Not that aren't family related. Let me check my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Asperry, the only thing you would have is that since the discussion, which was a couple weeks ago at this point, with the Revolutionary Whispers, they are now set up at this point. So you should start seeing some sort of updates as to what they're doing here soon.
Okay. And Go was going to be part of Sophie's art deals, right?
Yes.
Has that
I need to do that. No, I haven't touched base with her.
Okay.
recently.
No, she's been occupied with some other business.
Sounds like it.
There has been some legitimate. I will let her discuss it if she wants, but there has been some legitimate business.
I have been really busy with my work.
We know.
Yeah, with your,
I mean my work.
Uh-huh.
Making business deals.
Yes. Wheeling, dealing, spreading those legs, girl.
Oh, hey.
I apologize.
Business came first.
Jerome, really quick question.
Mm-hmm.
In my notes, I had indicated that I had reached out to Malcolm
Mm-hmm.
to try and get some help finishing up that soul vault.
Mm-hmm.
And we spoke about it game before last.
Mm-hmm.
Was he able to, because he said he was going to try and get some help to me for it. Was he able to do that?
Yeah, there's been some workers. They're all mortal though, but they're all family related that have been brought in to deal with the physical labor portion of it.
Okay. And the infernal issue, is it the same one that Damaris had been talking about?
That's a great question.
Because she said it was okay.
I mean, if you're without rolling and you're just looking at your stats wise, Damaris did mention something to that effect, and she did mention that it was coming from Portland. So
yes, that is based on my notes. Also, the reason why I haven't found my sire yet is, if you're going to be snarky about it, is I was going to ask Damaris to do it, to try and scry and find him, but we've not had a game in a month.
whoopsie.
I know.
I'm also curious to see whether she has made any headway with infiltrating the church.
Yeah, with the little old woman and ghouling her, and as far as so we can
There's
find
been
out
no update on that as of yet.
and nothing about the Society of Leopold and Father Patrick.
Nothing as of yet.
Okay, so the pony for Miss Jillian Mack didn't work well. Okay,
Or it may have. We just haven't.
Right.
okay.
There's been no updates as of yet because we're kind of needy
meantime,
Rachel for that one.
Our vineyard has been quickly dwindling. No, we probably built a fence to keep it in the meantime, because
Reasons.
that would be a quick job.
Yeah, it was assumed that when you guys realized that part of the vineyard was being eaten by a random pony that just kind of wandered up and down, that
No,
you
he's
did
not
something
eating
about
the
it.
vineyard. The pony will die before it eats my vineyard.
All right, so
Fuck the pony.
No,
Not
thanks.
literally. Not literally.
wow.
wow, that's
Shut up, y'all.
So nevertheless, so with a quick scene change and a car ride up to Portland at this point, Colin, of course, is driving everybody up. Colin actually has a a couple bags in the back of this vehicle at this point. He actually brought up an SUV rather than the truck, so that way it's covered. But he's actually bringing some equipment with him.
I'm okay with this.
Good.
I did bring my guns.
Mm-hmm.
I am also packing, and I have put my my armor on underneath my.
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to say I've got my body armor on.
gotcha. So you guys came ready for a fight then?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I don't want to die.
Sure.
I trust my memory about as far as I can throw. Well, I have potence. That's pretty far, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Are weapons allowed at Elysium?
In most cases, no.
No.
No weapons at all?
Correct.
Yeah, not even a bladed weapon typically.
Bummer.
Unless you happen to be like an officer of the court, like a sheriff or scourge or something, or like the keeper of Elysium. But even then, they tend not to, just because they're trying to honor like the letter of the law.
Guess I'll leave my new pretty knives in the car.
Well,
but as you guys are driving up,
gun in the car.
as you guys are driving up, Colin, he nudges Sophie and he says, "Hey, babe, I've got gifts for Miriam and Hesperia. Could you? They're in the glove compartment."
I open it up and take a look.
Okay, they are two. They're actually they're Walther handguns, so they count as heavy pistols.
Oh yeah.
But they are Hello Kitty Walter handguns.
Oh, this is for me, Colin.
I just give him a weird look. Hello Kitty, really?
You got me a fucking Hello Kitty gun? Do I look like I carry Hello? Give me the gun.
I'm probably. I guess I'm sitting in back, but I'm gonna leap over and just throw my arms around his neck and like kind of half strangle him and say thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Actually, I am just the delivery boy. Those have come from the Watcher.
Oh.
So I think he got them for a deal, or I don't know. But I've got one for everybody. I just, since you guys were here, I was bringing one.
Hello Kitty?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a feature.
Yeah, and at that point he's like,
I'm not going to ask.
Yeah, yeah, that's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. Trust me.
Just smile and nod and say thank you.
Just going to distribute
the
firearms.
It has one extra clip.
Oh, is there one for me too?
Yes.
Sweet.
Hello Kitty, what the fuck? I would rather have the guns that Romeo had in the Boondock Saints. At least they were from a colorful people.
You know what? You can. Is it just the handle or the?
No, it's the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Pink.
Yeah.
Is it fucking pink? It's fucking.
Yeah, it's pink and white with the little Hello Kitty logo on the hilt.
Your boyfriend gave.
Miriam, it's actually fiance, but I knew what you meant.
Hey, Miriam, if you don't want yours, I'll take it.
She's just kind of.
He's just like, it was a gift. I get it. I'm delivering it.
All right. Thank you.
Of course,
Please tell him I said thank you.
Thank you for the follow there, Farmore. I think that's how I pronounce it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you for the follow. And for those of you just tuning in, anytime that you happen to hear Alan Rickman screaming about, oh, right, it's just all about you, that means we got a follower. Thank you.
Woot. So tell me, Sophie, when did you get engaged?
After the fight with what's her name? The Cam insurgents.
Gina?
So
Yes.
they didn't know.
I remember I told you at the last meeting. I know it's been a little while and we had a lot.
That's probably why. And you've had the body modifications since then and all.
Oh, you like them too?
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Well, yeah. Why? I'm not understanding why I wouldn't.
Oh, perfect boobs? Who wouldn't want those? Hell, I'd love perfect boobs.
You know what? Oddly enough, Sophie knows a guy.
Does she now?
She does. And I confirmed it's a guy.
So you were okay with another man having his hands in your girlfriend?
It was a conversation. And it's an ongoing experiment.
Well, she looks magnificent.
She does, and you know what? That gun matches your outfit.
I'm wearing purple and black.
Exactly.
Okay.
So who would like some music? He just kind of turns on the radio.
Why would the Watcher send us Hello Kitty guns? I don't.
Because he's amazing.
I don't know.
I like mine.
I kind of got the impression that it was more of kind of like a thank you sort of thing.
Brittany, I love you. I really do. I'm sorry Miriam's being a bitch. I gotta be.
It's par for the course.
I know.
You're really working on that humanity, aren't you?
Yes.
And as you guys are getting into town, he looks to Sophie and he says, right,
No.
so it was the Crown. That's where the Elysium's at, right?
I checked the invitation.
Okay. Yeah, that's where it's at.
Then yes.
Okay, thank you. I totally forgot to ask. All right, so you guys come pulling up to this real snazzy looking diner / pub, but built more in an English sort of style. Think kind of like if you've been by the a fancier, more remodeled Georgian Dragon, like downtown Phoenix.
That wouldn't take much.
No, that place was actually remodeled, and it was from the guys from Bar Rescue.
Oh, okay. I haven't been in there since what's his face
Okay, well,
did it. I didn't know that. Okay.
well, there you go. But anyway,
Okay. Well, you know.
so at any rate, but yeah, he pulls around back to the building itself. You guys are in Portland at this point. And before everybody enters, or I should say exits the vehicle, so Colin says, okay, so
No claws.
yeah,
Sorry.
nothing about claws.
No claws.
So is there anything we need to know, Sophie, like going in? Like, was there any special requests outside of, I guess, your music?
Not that I recall.
Okay.
Am I forgetting it?
I don't know. I wasn't there for the conversation, so I'm just trying to make sure, because last time we were here it was so comfortable.
It was a different era.
It was, but it wasn't that long ago.
Under the previous prince.
Right.
Gonna thump you.
I hope you're talking to a pet.
Denozo keeps reaching out and trying to, because I've scratched him a little bit. So, of course, when he wants me to continue, he doesn't reach out and just like paw. He reaches out and claws.
Oh.
Because I've got to pet him now. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as I was aware, it was just a party with some observation work.
And that's for you, not me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. Just want to make sure I can be lowly ghoul fly on the wall.
Yes.
Perfect. So right this way, ladies. And he just exits and holds the door to the restaurant, which the Elysium is actually being held in the back portion private party.
Okay, that one makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Head back there.
Okay. So as you
to leave my firearms in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm. So as you come walking up, there's a guy. He's got kind of a do-rag on his head, just jeans and t-shirt sort of guy, real beefy looking. Sophie, you actually remember him. This is Lucian.
It's what?
Lucian.
Oh,
You met him very, very briefly.
he was not antagonistic, but also not especially friendly, as I recall.
You are 100% correct. So he just looks over the rest of you and he's like, all right, no weapons. Got anything to declare?
No weapons.
No weapons.
Anybody bringing anything in out of character? Trying to sneak anything past?
Only the body armor.
Oh yeah, body armor's fine.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
nothing else. I don't even carry a purse.
Okay, so he looks over to Sophie, pulls open the case to take a look at it, then flags everybody on in.
Just kind of glance over at Hesperia as we walk in behind Sophie and Colin. This is not going to be good.
I have a bad feeling about this too, but I also feel like it might be entertaining. So,
Oh, it's definitely going to be fun to watch.
yeah, I mean, if I could, I'd have my bag of popcorn ready.
Yeah.
And as you enter through the doorway, the layout on the inside, there are two kind of long tables stretched out, meet kind of in a V pattern, very similar to kind of an older style king court, or king's diner, I should say, or dinner hall. There are several people wandering around in here. There are apparently Gould servants that are coming around with glasses every so often, goblets of blood. The lighting in here is actually fairly well. There are other individuals that are watching the doors themselves, so you get the impression that they're doing their best to keep keep it secure on the inside of here. There are several individuals, I should say cliques, kind of huddled together in different parts of the room. Occasionally they interchange, they walk back and forth, and they discuss. There's one that is unmistakably Toreador because of their high fashion, their flowing gowns, the way that they look. I mean, it's just, you can't miss them.
A whole clique or one person?
No. There's several of them.
Whole group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any family there that I can see?
Oh, her family.
Good question. You don't have any powers to detect that sort of thing. So
No, I'm just saying somebody I may have known or...
Nobody you recognize.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
But Sophie, you can tell that the Toreador are clearly out in force, as are the Ventru. And you can actually tell that some of the Anarchs are here as well.
Who?
None of you have met the Anarchs. Yes, Portland Anarchs.
Portland Anarchs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, specifically Jewel and Hema are here.
Jewel and who?
Hema.
Oh, the Tremere that I haven't actually met. Only heard
Yes.
about. Okay.
So Jewel comes walking over. She probably looks like she stepped out of an 80s biker film. So mostly denim jacket, denim pants, motorcycle boots, gloves, sort of thing. Got her hair pulled back and tied at this point. Strapping, in a way, kind of wiry. And she walks up to Sophie. And she says, "Well, I didn't expect to see you back here anytime soon."
Well, with the change in management, we thought we'd give Portland another try. I'm surprised to see you here too.
I'm surprised to see me here.
How are things?
They are what's the word that I was told? They are fluid.
I was going to say awkward.
That's an improvement.
For us, yes. For the Camarian, not so much.
Hey, Sophie, you gonna introduce your friend?
Oh, Jewel, this is Hesperia, our Baron.
Ah.
And Miriam Giovanni.
And
Giovanni.
Ah. Well, hello. It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Miss Hesperia. I'm glad you could finally make it up this way to see your lowly subjects up here in Portland.
Is that some snark I detect?
Snark +2.
Snark +2. Okay. Do you have anything that you would like to discuss this evening, Jewel? Is there anything that I might be able to assist you with?
Maybe. I'm kind of waiting to see how this plays out, the whole tension with the prince and the Toreador, so...
Okay. Understandable, but you know where to find me, and here's my contact information in case you need it in the future.
No, I actually got that from Sophie.
Oh, okay,
But,
fantastic.
so, yes, I do have that. I didn't know you had a pet Giovanni, though.
Excuse me?
Well, honey, I didn't fart.
Little girl.
I
Don't mess with things beyond your ken.
all due respect, Joel. Miriam is part of this coterie, and we are.
Oh, gotcha. Honey, lift your chin up. You're gaping too much.
My mouth's not open.
With a vision like me, it should be.
Before there are
It's
any
supposed to
further
be
fireworks,
violent, so I'm gonna. Because I'm about to shoot her.
Jewel,
She
we will
turns and
see
walks
you
away.
at some point later in the evening, I am sure. Enjoy yourself until.
Oh, you too. And if you don't care for my snark, you personally might want to stay away from the Toreador. They are a bit PMSy tonight.
PMSy.
They're on the rag. Period. Premenstrual syndrome.
No, I understand that, but does that still happen for Tories?
No. She's
It's rhetorical.
she's being metaphorical.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not rhetorical, metaphorical. Thank you.
Oh, she's just being a dick.
Apparently, Prince Aemon has been having issues with my clan mates and I've only met one of them. I don't know them, but he wanted my opinion on whether their behavior is typical or if they are possibly being affected by the infernal issue. That's what she's referring to.
And Colin starts like nudging you as you start, saying that out loud.
Oh, I should lower my voice. And I should have probably mentioned this in the car 20 minutes ago.
I mean, to be perfectly frank, the few persons we've kind of come across so far at this place have all been infernal assholes, so.
Fair point. Can I just add that this is supposed to be in celebration of a cessation of hostilities between Portland and Ashland, and if we could prevent starting a new war, that would be really great.
Hey, I thought I ran like interception on Miriam and Jewel pretty well.
You did. So. That was beautiful. That was really well done. And also, I mean, if we decide, frankly, that we'd just rather cut our losses.
I have a grenade in the car still.
No. I mean,
come here, baby.
That would be a little conspicuous, probably. But
yes, the Giovanni has brought her cat. You sure I'm not Tremere?
That's Cuddles.
No, that is not Cuddles.
Meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
dang, I had something that I was going to mention.
It would have been nice to know that, the Toreador were being a bunch of bitches. Because if I have to deal with bullshit all night long.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, I was going to say, if there's something that we can do to help with this infernal issue, so that it doesn't spread south to us, that's something that we should consider. Because we don't want that spreading to, for example, the hospital.
Oh no, that's why I'm working to clean that shit out.
Yes, but in the meantime, we don't want that spreading down there.
No.
I think the analogy you're looking for, Hun, is a dam breaking, because that's kind of what we're looking at right now, or at least that's what we're hoping is not going to happen. That's at least why I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, I'm going to need to reach out to Malcolm and such and find out and check the library for anything when we get back home on anything I can find out about this issue and how to assist with its resolution.
So I'm going to leave you ladies to the vampire stuff. I'm going to mingle and see if there's anything I can find out or overhear.
Okay. Oh, Colin, a note. If things get crazy, could I ask you to make sure my violin gets back somewhere safe, like in the car?
But yeah.
Just in case.
Like, you're expecting crazy? Like,
I don't have any idea.
Okay. No, I'll make sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And with that, he, kind of wanders off, focusing more on the, like the servants and whatnot, just seeing what they're doing or whatnot. And shortly after that happens, Prince Aemon actually comes walking up, dressed very, very nicely, suit and tie, And he says, and he as he approaches the three of you, he smiles. He says, "Ladies, thank you very much for coming this evening. I hope your trip was up to Portland was all right."
Prince Amon, thank you. Thank you for the invitation for this wonderful evening. I've had some great conversation thus far.
Well, I apologize if tempers are flaring. Obviously, there are still residuals from the praxis, and well, the anarchs are lively here, but they haven't really given me any trouble, so I'm
But
not too
they're
concerned
here,
about it.
and
Actually,
that's
yes,
more
they
than
are.
I expected.
That is actually, I sent the offer invitation to them, and two of them showed up. Oddly enough, and I will point out, the reclusive one actually showed, so I'm actually kind of proud about that.
I do want to thank you for your hospitality.
You're more than welcome, Miriam. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't.
Oh, and she does stress hospitality.
No. That's fine.
Okay.
No, and that is quite all right. Obviously, any of the servants here are available to you should any of you feel peckish. I will be announcing a toast here soon, obviously, towards your city and the cessation of violence between the two. In the interim, did you have any questions for me since I have a moment?
Just look over at Sophie and Hesperia. And
I don't have any questions at this time. However, if anything comes up, you're going to be the first one to know.
Well, good. You can also speak to my sheriff, Kareen. I'm sure you know or know of her. So she is still acting in that fashion here in my domain.
I've heard of a Kareen. Where is she currently?
She points over to a corner, and she's currently talking to the Toreador.
You look like you want to say something.
Yeah, I was like, that's a guy.
that was Becca going, wait a second. But I can't say that in character because my character doesn't know that in character. So
Okay.
And could I, Sophie, could I steal you for just a moment?
Sure.
Okay. So he walks her off to the side from Miriam and Hesperia. He says, first off, he thanks you for showing. And he says, if at any point in time you wish to set up and start playing, you can. It's an open forum. So please feel free. If you need anything equipment-wise or like a microphone or whatever, we can have somebody set that up for you. Well, I've set a corner of the Elysium here off specifically for you. That really isn't what I wanted to talk to you about, obviously. I don't know if you have heard, but Echo has gone missing.
I did hear that from Kareen. Do you have any further information?
None that I can give out here. But I would like to speak to you about that in private, perhaps outside of my Elysium. Maybe your coterie would like to come to my estate later on tonight.
Okay. I will confer with them. I think we can make that work.
Okay, great. That and in the meantime, whatever you can do just to quietly probe the Toreador would be greatly appreciated.
Certainly. Thank you again for having us.
No, thank you again for coming. Your group has had no reason to come, and I appreciate the show of good faith.
All right. Then, if there's nothing else, I think I better make the rounds.
Okay. All right. So, Hesperia, as you're kind of standing there, and Sophie, and Prince Aemon break, and she goes to do Sophie things. So Jewel comes walking up beside you again, and she kind of takes her her foot and kind of kicks backwards and off to the side and kind of kicks you in the butt.
Are we familiar?
Who's getting kicked in the butt?
Are we
It wasn't like, like a hard, pff. It was sort of like, with the side of her boot just boom. Almost like she hacky sacked it.
Boot to the head.
I'm getting mixed signals from you, Jewel. Do you want to go in a coat room for a little bit?
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Are you in the coat room for a little bit?
She says coat room. Oh.
Or are you trying to tell me something out here?
Actually, I'm just fucking with the Baron right now. I haven't actually had that opportunity.
I mean,
Is she fucking with the Baron, or does she want to be fucking with the Baron?
So, okay. So, Hesperia, why don't you go ahead and roll your... Why don't you go ahead and roll your charisma and subterfuge. Or expression. Whichever is better.
Or expression?
Yeah, subterfuge or expression.
Okay, so I have...
tonight, Missy.
I have 2 in subterfuge. I
Okay.
can't talk. I'm all flustered.
Subterfuge. You had 2 in subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
I have 1 above a 6. I'm assuming 6 was the...
Yes.
Okay, I have 1 success.
And that was with your charisma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had 5 die. I only had 1 success.
Alrighty.
It happens.
Par for the course.
Hey, I got an ugly face. It's hard to get lucky.
Macy himself couldn't fix you, baby. Anyway.
So she kind of giggles and she's like, "Okay, all right, you're not so uptight as I thought." Hey, so I'm curious. This really isn't like our scene, Elysium and whatnot. And like tonight is Halloween, and there's this club like right across town, not far away, that Paladin is playing at. And in this moment, and Hailstorm.
Ooh.
Are you inviting me out, Jewel?
Let's say yeah.
I'm gonna give you a hard maybe. We didn't make it in the closet, but let me check with my friends that I came with. I don't want to be one of those party poopers that are just like, I'm gonna leave my buddies at the party. So, but that sounds like a much better time.
All right.
But I would like to see Sophie play first because I made her a promise.
Oh right, she's an Anarch too, right? I like totally, she doesn't look anarchy. Yeah, she. Just look at her stand next to them, and Sophie's like over there at this point. She's like, she blends. There's like nothing like punk about her.
She's got great shoes most of the time.
Okay, fine. She's got great shoes, but it's like her punk is like over in the corner talking to other people. It's like
You know what? She makes some very anarch life choices, though. Just get to know her.
Anarch life choices.
It's a thing.
So, okay. So you're saying she's a closet punk.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I mean, you didn't learn very much about the closet tonight because you didn't take me up on my offer, but just trust me with this one.
all right. Well, then I'll say it's a hard maybe.
Okay. I'll text you.
You'd have to have my number first, so just give me a second here. And she like,
Yeah. So I'm telling you to text me your number now, if you could.
so she texts you a smiley face.
I text her back a kissy face smooch.
All right.
Bunch of crack whores.
She's like, all right. And hey, if you get the chance, little Miss Hema over there in the corner, the actual like goth chick that's here, you may want to get a chance to talk to her. She doesn't come out to social gatherings like ever. I think Kyrene kind of pulled her out.
Okay. I'll make my way.
But she's one of us. Just thought I'd let you know.
Okay. I'll make sure to go give her a holler.
All right.
Should I invite her in the closet?
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
there's a story there, and it's probably not for here because it's kind of embarrassing. So,
Touchy
Yeah.
subject.
for her, actually, yes. So yeah.
Okay. Understood. 10-4. With that, I'm going to go ahead and start to walk away and grab a goblet off the table.
Okay.
Just so I have something in my hand when I'm walking around.
All right, that works. So Miriam,
Yes, sir.
so guy comes walking up to you.
Just some random dude.
Yes, an absolutely random dude who has a green gem floating above his head, indicating he's in a good mood from The Sims.
Shut up, smart ass.
No, not some just random dude. He's obviously from the domain. He's dressed, and I hate to say this because it's always bad categorizing him this way, but he is dressed similar to the bouncer-looking guy that you saw out front.
Oh. So he looks like a bruja.
Yeah, he is wearing a leather coat. And he said, so he looks at you as you're, kind of standing there. Because at this point, Sophie has broken away from you, and Hesperia has broken away from you, and you're just kind of left in that same spot, like, yeah. And he's all sup.
Not a lot. Sup?
So rumor says you're a Giovanni.
Yes. Stereotype says you're bruja. Possibly gangrel.
I get that a lot. What gave it away?
Cowhide.
Cowhide.
Leather.
I know what cowhide is.
And you would be?
Victor. You?
Victor. Miriam.
So
Was
that
I right on the first or the second stereotype?
truth be told, you're not right on either one of them, but
Really?
I
That's a pleasant surprise.
I still get both a whole lot.
Can't imagine.
Nah, nor can I, but I think it's kind of intentional.
So, you gonna clue me in? We're gonna have a nice game of 20 questions to see if I can figure it out.
Oh, what, my clan? I didn't think you were that interested. So why don't we just go, let's start with guesses. How's that?
No, I'm good.
You sure? All right. Well, it's good. Good by me. So, what brings a Giovanni all the way up here?
I'm here with Sophie and the Baron.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, didn't expect that. So you live in that what the hell do they call it? A council? Is that the setup that they have down there, or something along those lines?
We're a coterie.
So you're
And
a
I'm the
coterie
Giovanni. I'm the Giovanni Donna.
Oh, so that would make you like a big wig Giovanni, like above the regular Giovanni we might normally see.
Yes.
Gotcha. So are you like full on Italiano, or are you like one of these mixed ones that I've seen occasionally? Because it's hard to tell. Because I met and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I met like a Mexican Giovanni, and that was kind of weird. And he actually wasn't Italian, so I don't know how that worked. I thought it was like a family thing.
We are a family, but we have many branches within the family.
So, like, how did he get in? By marriage?
I don't know who you're speaking of, so I couldn't tell you. But just because why do I am Italian.
Okay. I was just curious. Just like you were curious about my cowhide.
What else would you like to know, Victor?
I'm just making small talk right now because, to be perfectly honest, I don't particularly want to be around the others of my persuasion.
Are you Toreador?
And he's like, turns around and looks at them, and he's like, God, no.
Thank God. I'm so sorry if you were, though. Because
No,
my understanding is they've got a huge stick up their ass for the last whatever.
Oh, God, do they ever. And that's not the only reason why I'm not happy to, like, not be a part of them.
You don't have the other stick up your ass, though, do you? Ventru.
What other stick?
The Ventru stick.
Hey, to be perfectly fair, we could say the same thing about you. It's just it would be a bone.
Oh, you are Ventru. Okay.
But it would be a bone instead of a stick.
And it might be my brother's.
And you went there. All right. This is going to be a lively night. But yeah, I'm Venture.
Okay. So what can you tell me about the gossip in town? What's been going on? The down and dirty.
Well, the painfully obvious is the Toreador have a problem with Prince Aemon.
That's a given.
I suppose. I mean, I don't know. But they seem to have a problem with pretty much anybody who runs the city. They had a problem with my clan prior to that.
Well, did they have a candidate that they had wanted in place instead?
We mean last time or now? I mean, well, I guess technically you could say both, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, Iris was angling to become the next prince. She was the seneschal prior.
Oh. Huh.
But they didn't exactly have the power to unseat Stillwell, who was Ventru. Obviously, my clan backed him despite some of the ridiculous shit that he was involved with. And so now we're stuck with a La Sombra prince.
I'm sure you're just tickled pink about that one.
Personally, I don't really care. We have enough in common, I guess, in that sense that, it's all fair and good, I guess. But I don't particularly want to see another fight happen.
No, I understand completely. Is he been a good prince?
So far, yeah. I mean, I don't think. No, he only took one thing from Prince Stillwell, and everything else that Prince Stillwell had, he divided up amongst the Ventru.
What did he take?
God, what was it? It was some machine company across the river in Vancouver.
Oh, okay. So he took an asset.
Yeah. It was an asset, but I mean, the rest of it he just gave to us. So my clan's kind of cool to him, but Toreador still got to stick up their ass. They're kind of pissed off.
So what other gossip is going on in town? I've heard some disturbing rumors.
Disturbing rumors such as what?
Just some unsettling things in town that haven't been handled.
You can pretty much say that about almost anything. I mean, every city's going to have their dirt, I guess.
Question real quick out of character, Jerome. So Damaris has told us about the infernal thing. The prince has told us about told Sophie about the infernal thing.
Uh-huh.
So would it be safe to assume that other people in town know about it?
Maybe, but it's not exactly something you just blurt out openly in like an Elysium.
Right. No, I wasn't going to blurt it out.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Sophie.
I
Give her the Napoleon Dynamite treatment. Oh, lucky.
No, that's not lucky.
No, that's hopefully Hesperia.
Go get in the closet, baby.
I get an E for effort.
Y'all are nutty as a bunch of fruitcakes. Y'all know that, right?
That's why you love us.
I do love y'all. I love y'all. Yes, I do.
We love you.
Aww.
So what can you tell me about Ashland then, since I'm sort of kicking out information for free here?
You really haven't told me anything I didn't already know, though. Except for the thing about the asset. And
I didn't know that.
well, now you do. Okay. Not a lot's going on down in Ashland. We're just kind of trying to keep it peaceful down there. Keep an eye on Sabat. Keep them outside the city.
I heard a rumor that you're... Well, of course. But this one seems pretty solid, that your little group has some sort of an alliance with neighboring Sabat?
I wouldn't say an alliance, no.
So there's definitely something to it. I mean, you're clearly not hunting them down to the ends of the earth. And you didn't deny the fact that they're your neighbor.
Well, they are our neighbor. But does that mean that we kill everybody and bring the Sabat up here to wipe out everyone en masse when we don't have the numbers, and what's going on down in California is going on down in California?
Oh, well, I didn't know you didn't have the numbers. It's good to know.
Didn't say we don't have them now. At the time, we didn't.
So what's the deal with the Sabat then?
It is something that we're keeping an eye on.
Okay.
What's with your little problem here in town?
What problem would be you speaking of?
Oh, you and I both know what we're talking about.
No, because I don't know you like that.
Well, Viagra might help with that, though.
I would need Viagra for you?
Okay, touche. Got me on that one. No. Quite all right. Can I help you with anything else?
No, apparently not. At least not for right now.
Just not sure where this conversation is going.
Well, for the time being, then, it is going to one of the neighboring tables with a goblet of blood.
Enjoy your evening.
I was getting one for you too, but if you don't need one, that's fine.
Oh. Well, thank you very much.
So he walks over and goes to get you one, and then just politely tips his head and walks on.
Kind of sniffs at it.
Okay.
And others are drinking it.
Yes, others are drinking it.
Well, I'll just kind of hold on to it for now.
Well, others outside of the Ventru.
But he's been true, and he just grabbed a glass.
Yeah.
Is he drinking it?
He is.
Is he throwing it back up?
He is not.
So he either fucking lied to me about his clan, which I'm assuming at this point he did. Motherfucker. And of course, she just dies laughing when he starts drinking it because, yeah.
Okay.
She walks over to Hesperia. He's a dick.
We can't hear you. Oh no, she's muted.
How?
I was just gonna say I misheard you. All I caught was dick, and who was that?
I guess his name is Victor.
Is he a Ventru?
He says he is, but then he just picked up that glass, whatever you want to call that, the blood,
Wait, this
and
glass? Is it similar to the one that I'm holding as well? It's just pretty much all the same, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He claims that he's Ventru, but picked up a glass of random blood and drank it, and he's not throwing it right back up. So he's full of shit.
Yeah, I got a weird feeling about this all. This is. When does Sophie play? Because I would really like kind of just to get out of here. Plus, I don't know if you're free later, but I hear Paladins play.
I would almost cut off my left foot to get out of here at this point.
Well, let's go find Sophie and like just get her to play so we can leave.
Because I don't like the games that Camarilla plays. At least with you fuckers, I know what I'm getting. Okay, let's go find Sophie.
So, Sophie, at this point, you are with the Toreador, or walking up to the Toreador, and Kyrene pulls you off to the side real quick before you like get up to them.
Oh, hi. How are you doing?
And you can see she's got some like bags under her eyes. Not good. Look, I know you have business with your clan. Can we talk later?
Of course.
Outside of obviously all of this.
Eamon asked me to come by his estate. Is this something that could be
Yes.
at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just if you go there, then I'll wait for you there.
Okay. Is there anything I need to know before I open this can of worms? You've got that where do I start look.
That whole Boone issue's been settled. So you're good there.
Okay, good.
That's all I can really think of at this point that's directed towards you.
Okay.
So I'll leave you to it then.
All right. If that's all I need to know.
I can talk more freely when you go to Eamon's.
Okay. I brought Colin with me. If I don't know if you.
I saw.
Okay. All right, then I'll see you later.
Okay. And she just kind of like scurries her way off from there.
And then I go see the Tories.
Okay. So Iris is there. As she, of course, her hair is, all done up, and they all have flowing gowns on and whatnot. There's several of them there. Kreia is there as well. A couple of them you don't recognize, but in total there's like 5. And so as you approach, Iris does
There's nobody that I knew from before.
Iris and Kreia.
No, I mean from before.
No.
Okay.
No, nobody from after.
Okay.
And so Iris does the whole polite, kissy cheek thing, genteel. And she's like, "Sophie, dear, good to see you again. What brings you up to Portland?"
Eamon invited us.
An SUV? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had heard something about that. Some sort of, I guess this is an armistice or cessation of hostilities or something grand along those lines.
That is how he phrased it, and I was happy to have a friendlier reception than last time I was here. So we thought we'd check out the neighbors.
Oh, well, it's good to see you again. You're not keeping better company, but that's okay. It is good to see you. You seem a little bit more radiant, a little bit more flawless.
Thank you.
Do tell us your secret.
And
it couldn't have been makeup.
I had some work done.
Work done? You couldn't have gone to a plastic surgeon.
Sending messages in the chat. That's all I'm going to say about that. How have things been here?
Right on. The Forrest Gump defense.
That's all I have to say about that.
She says, I don't know if you heard, but that little thing that had been with Prince Aemon, the child waif of Kyrene, the rumor is she went Sabbat. Yeah, it's kind of scandalous.
Really? Sabat.
I know she really should have chosen somebody better. And you know, Eamon apparently just doesn't have good taste. So, what can you do?
Good taste? What does that have to do with Avon?
Well, they were involved. Didn't you know?
What? I thought she was involved with Kareem.
Oh, well, it would seem little Echo was double dipping then. Because she was getting a little something something from the Lasombra Prince, if you know what I mean. Maybe he was concerned with a little bit of home, you know, being Lasombra and all, and her being Sabat now. Begs the question, you know, just when are the Sabat going to march in and he's going to give them the keys?
Well, maybe she just developed a taste for Sabat from him. But he doesn't seem very Sabat to me, though.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, he is Lasombra.
he acts more like Ventru, though. I mean, I've met some Sabat, and he's not very much like
you
them.
have?
Well,
Do
haven't...
tell.
No, don't you... You were there when I was talking to Stillwell about our neighbors?
Refresh my memory.
Well, we gave them territory to the north because at the time we didn't have the strength to oust them.
Oh, yes. Okay, I remember. But Jess. Oh, boy. But I mean, you see just what hands our city happens to be in. I mean, it's not as if Kareen is really truly aligned with the Camarilla, and well, Prince Aemon is probably a prince in name only at this point.
What do you mean at this point?
Well, he's Lasombra, and his girlfriend went Sabat. Who's to say that this isn't the earmarkings of an invasion?
Have you had other Sabat in the city?
Oh, we happen to have, yes. There was quite the large fight that took place at the Rebellious Rose, which, if you ask me, looks like it was probably just a cover-up given her change of heart.
That's Echo's club, right?
That is Echo's club. You're very astute.
Wait, but the Sabat are gone now, though, aren't they?
I don't know. Are they?
I thought that fight was finished.
Well, just how finished does it need to be that did she really jump ship, or was she really always Sabat? And they just sort of executed individuals they just had no need for. I mean, it's not as if Isadora is very reliable in that sense, and she keeps questionable company.
No, that is fair. That is fair.
And it's not as if Prince Aemon has gone and reclaimed that club like he should. I mean, if you've gone Sabat, you lose all right to any sort of property, and you should have a blood hunt called, and he hasn't done that either.
But isn't she out of the city? I thought a blood hunt is limited geographically.
Not amongst good Camarilla-fearing citizens. A blood hunt is tied to a city, yes, but it tends to follow you. And who's to say if she is in the city or not? I mean, we don't know. It's not as if any investigation has happened. Of course, I'm speaking purely from rumors, but unfortunately, those are piling up more than real facts are.
So your issue with this is that Echo is gone and there hasn't been, or supposedly gone, and there hasn't been an investigation?
That is correct. We've seen no sign of it. And we have everything to believe that the rumor is that she's gone Sabbat. And if that's the case, where's the blood hunt?
To me,
It should.
Aren't there larger issues?
Larger issues than the Sabbat taking over your city?
Well, if they're not here, then they're not taking over, are they?
We don't know if they are or aren't.
And I thought you kept tabs on everything.
We do. To the best of our ability.
And you haven't seen them.
Perhaps they're hiding in plain sight. We don't know yet.
Well, this is a downer. Here, I thought we were coming to party. I even brought my violin.
Oh dear, don't let us dissuade you from doing that. Please, you brought the gift of music. Enlighten us all with your art.
I'm not even really feeling it right now. Why don't you introduce me to your brothers and sisters?
Very well. And she just, goes around and is introducing you to the rest of the Toreador that are currently present. So Hesperia, as you are just drinking at this point and probably just chatting with Miriam at this currently, because there doesn't seem to be any other Nosferatu here, or if they are, they're doing what most Nosferatu do and hide. However, a little paper airplane flies over and lands in your goblet.
I'm going to quickly look around.
And by little, I mean like somebody took like a pretty small piece of paper and folded it up, and not like a regular actual, page.
I'm going to quickly look around and take it out of my goblet and try to see who threw it.
Hard to say. Nobody's looking your way or being noticeable about it. But the ink is starting to run a little bit, so it is still obviously fairly fresh. Because it got dropped in blood. And it says coat check.
Oh. Miriam, would you mind holding this for just a moment for me? I'm going to hand her my goblet.
Oh, you're muted, Becca.
Yep.
Oh.
Of course I am.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Of course not, my dear. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'll be
Have fun.
back in
Use protection.
2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be right back when I go get my coat. Bye.
I'm gonna get my coat. Bye.
Don't stay out too late.
Yep.
And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna skip.
Okay. All right. So a couple Ventru kind of watch you go, but like you just like the hell. And you exit, and as she and you swear, Miriam, as she's exiting the door to leave the Elysium, you could have swore you heard da 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 da.
Followed by a.
And then you don't see Hesperia for almost a half hour.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. You nasty.
Yay,
And you could, from where you're sitting, Miriam, you can see Sophie. She doesn't look very happy, but she's kind of doing the numbers and at this point talking to all of the Toreador.
Okay,
like getting introduced.
I don't have aspects, damn it, so I can't use heightened senses to try and use strength.
But you know what you could have used that you didn't? Giovanni aspects.
Motherfucker.
Are we allowed to use those kind of powers?
Yeah.
Is it no discipline?
Well,
Just
it's because those you can't really tell.
Oh, okay. So like nothing offensive kind of thing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. This is definitely offensive. I stand back with my glass and kind of hold it up to my mouth. Vinny, are you here?
I was talking about actual aspects.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yes.
You come. Please tell me you came.
Yeah, you don't hear any response.
Fuck. I get on my phone
Okay.
and I call home
All right.
and I tell those fuckers to send him up here now. As quickly as he can get here, please.
Okay. Jimmy says that's not quite how it works. I mean, he would kind of have to like ride in a fetter, and then we'd have to drive up and hand it off to you.
Then do it.
Okay. Right away, ma'am. Yeah. So I mean, you hear him like yell in the house as he hangs up.
To escort you if you have to. I need him quickly.
Jewel, yes, Ferratu. Okay, so they will get to it. It's going to take them, if they're hurrying, it's going to take them about an hour and a half.
Okay. I have a feeling we'll be here that long.
Okay.
I picked some beautiful, 3 movement pieces.
Of course she did.
All right. Give me a willpower roll, Sophie. And it is at a difficulty of 8.
Oh boy.
Lord, is she going to be enamored by your own piece?
No.
I hope not. That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. No.
Well, but then it would stop and I would stop.
Right. Exactly. That's why it doesn't work that way.
I was going to say she probably would have a hard time leaving any mirror whatsoever at this point.
You got 5?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
It's because it's not a courage roll.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So as you're going through your paper, and setting up your sheet music and whatnot, you see one of the pieces of sheet music was "Devil Went Down to Georgia."
Oh my gosh. How did this get in?
Which, yeah, that's not something you normally keep in there.
It's got some good fiddle pieces.
I look, I pull it out and just kind of like flip it over. Does it have any like handwriting on it?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna use Spirit's Touch. I'm really curious.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Just because. Why not?
Boy, she's pulling out the big guns.
I am very particular about my music.
Mm-hmm.
Because God forbid it be Charlie Daniels.
Difficulty 6?
Yeah.
4.
Nice. Okay. You see Colin putting it in.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I want to play this. Maybe an encore. I'll tuck that in the back.
Okay. Go ahead.
That would be hilarious for her to throw in at the very end after these beautiful, classical pieces, and all of a sudden she pulls out Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, we'll save that. Gotta subvert for put out the stereotype and then subvert the stereotype.
Exactly.
That would be a good anarch. There you go.
Yeah.
So at any rate, go ahead and roll charisma and performance. And let's just see how well you do with the pieces that you've selected.
Yeah, with some ones, I have 1 success.
Ooh.
I mean, after I took out the ones.
Right. Ooh.
Great.
Okay. So you perform below average,
Oh.
This is great.
and the Toreador were like, and it's not like you're hitting like a bunch of wrong notes. It's not inspired, and they're just like they start talking amongst themselves, and you overhear one of them say, "Well, she is an anarch."
I'm gonna blame Colin for throwing me off.
Yeah, Iris probably psyched her out. Yeah.
Yeah. That too.
So, I mean, there was that. It didn't go off with very much fanfare. The Ventru did give you Ventru and Prince Aemon did give you a polite clap because you did perform.
This is great.
And right as you finish, Hesperia comes walking back into the Elysium, and she's like adjusting her top for some reason.
Is everybody clapping at Sophie right now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm clapping too. I'm just going to try and be inconspicuous like I was here the whole time.
You're clapping like way too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay,
Yeah,
Sophie.
she's trying to use some of her doors fuscate to just mask the fact that she wasn't here.
Yeah, can I try the next piece?
Oh, that was for all three. That was your set.
Great. Okay, well,
Sucks to be you, dear. Sucks to be you. Yeah. Oh, you should have let her roll one more time, Jerome. See if she does good on Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Well, nobody asked for an encore.
Oh, yeah, I'll start yelling encore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm serious.
Oh,
if that's what it's going to take to get her to play Devil Went Down to Georgia, I don't know what's in there, though. Crap.
Yeah, you don't know what's in there.
does Hesperia still have
Colin
that
knows, though. Colin knows it's in there.
I was just going to say, considering Hesperia actually didn't see any of the performance, she would probably yell encore. If just to be nice.
So like, I mean, after the applause gets to a point where it dies down just enough, there's this uncomfortable encore that comes from Hesperia, and like the Toreador just kind of look at her and shoot her a dirty look.
I'm just gonna do air kisses.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, I'm ready to burn this town to the ground. I can't show my face here again. So
before we do, I want to.
It's best that there are no witnesses.
Get out first.
What's that?
I don't know. Did you clap?
Yes.
That'll give you a hard maybe.
That's going to become the next thing.
A hard maybe.
A hard maybe. Just like hard ticket to Hawaii.
Before we set anything on fire, I'm gonna.
She wants a hard Dickens cider.
What? Did I say that?
Dickens cider. It's hard cider. Haven't you heard that? Okay, never mind. If you have to explain it, it's not funny. I'm just going to shut up now. Ignore me. I've been in a mood all day.
All right. Before Sophie sets anything on fire, I'm gonna go and pay my respects or say at least hello to Gemma. Or is it Gemma or Hema?
Hema.
Hema?
Well,
okay, I'm gonna correct it.
I mean Gemma, technically. Sorry.
Spelled Gemma, pronounced Hema.
Sure.
Okay.
Gemma.
I'm gonna go find that goth girl.
Okay.
No, Josh, not soup. Cider.
And you're still muted.
Fuck.
No, Josh, my dear. Cider. It's a hard Dickens cider.
So now that we've plugged the cider enough.
Get it, don't play.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why.
So she's still over in the corner. She's actually talking to Kyrene at this point, who you've never actually met. But Kyrene looks she's tickled. Kyrene looks she's above average. She has right now her hair is kind of pulled back. She is wearing she's wearing a best way to describe it would be a business outfit, but it looks a little domineering.
Okay.
And so, I mean, as you start walking up, Gemma, kind of straightens up a little bit. Uncomfortably, but, apparently she already knows who you are.
Fair enough. So I'm going to walk up and I'm going to extend my hand and I'm going to say, Gemma, Hema, excuse me, I'm Hesperia.
Hi. And
Pleased
she doesn't really look at you directly in the eye, kind of looks away.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. Hi. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were coming, and I don't normally do these things.
That makes two of us because I can't say that I particularly enjoy these types of events either. So maybe we're in the same boat.
Okay. Was there something I could help you with?
No, I was just trying to introduce myself and meet anyone of importance that I might see fit to.
Oh, I'm not important. I'm just an anarch. They don't even like me that much.
Who says that you're not important?
Oh, nobody.
There we go. So if you ever find anybody that doesn't feel that you're important, you feel free to give me a call.
And Hema kind of pats her, or not Hema, I'm sorry, Kyrene pets her on the shoulder and says, no, she is, and she's just very nervous in social settings like this, especially, obviously, the Camarilla type.
Yeah, it kind of makes it uncomfortable for most of us. Kyrene, I don't think we've met before in person.
No, we haven't. I know Damaris and Sophie from your group a little bit more, obviously, than I know the rest of you. Sorry, I haven't had a whole lot of reason to travel to Ashland anymore.
Understandable. How are you two finding this party? Other than obviously uncomfortable.
I think that's really the only attribute we could attribute to it right now.
Is there any news that I might need to be privy to? Anything that you would like to bring to my attention as Spirit of Ashland?
I think we are. I think I'm meeting Sophie later on. So maybe you could just accompany her.
Okay. That sounds like that might be something that we can arrange.
No, okay.
Well, you both keep me updated in case you need anything.
Of course. And as the sheriff of this domain, if there's anything I can do, just please let me know.
I appreciate that. And with that, I'm going to give them both my contact information.
Okay.
And request theirs.
Okay. And they just send you a text message back, so you have it as well.
I am going to find Miriam and my beverage.
All right. And Miriam is there, just kind of left out on an island. But after the performance and some more kind of back and forth discussion, Prince Aemon does hold a toast to the cessation of hostilities between Ashland and Portland, and that he wishes the Anarchs and Independents nothing but the best in prosperity. And everybody pays lip service to it. I mean, they raise their goblets to it. Nobody's trying their damnedest to like purposely offend or anything, especially with the rest of you here.
Okay. Well, Miriam definitely, raises her glass and greets the toast at least.
Mm-hmm.
And is polite.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, Who is Victor standing with?
The Ventru. Which he kind of stands out because the rest of them are
Dressed
all in suits.
Yes. Yeah, very, very, if not suits, then something fashionable.
Yeah.
It's similar to the Toreador in a sense, but not flowing gowns and crap like that. They all kind of came tried to
suits.
They all tried to come kind of matching. That was their motif.
They're matching?
The Toreador?
Oh, the Toreador matching. I thought you were saying the Venturi were matching. No. Oh, the fuck?
No, the Ventru are definitely matching.
Okay, because I was about to get pissed off at the Ventru. Bunch of pansy-ass Ventru if they're all matching like a bunch of bitches. Okay. Oh, no, I love Ventru. I really do. Ventru and La Sombra. Okay.
There's lots of elbowing each other at this toast, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. And Hesperia gets elbowed.
Badgel.
I'm gonna look to see who elbowed me.
It was Jewel.
Oh. I'm gonna elbow her back, but maybe just a little bit too rough.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So she's like, party. Party.
I forgot about that. Damn it. Okay, let me check in with these guys. Just give me a few. Hard maybe.
Right. We're okay. Hard maybe. Yeah.
So Miriam, what are we doing after this?
I thought we were already leaving so I wouldn't have to amputate a limb.
Do you maybe want to go to a paladin show?
We've already been through this before you went and got laid.
I mean, are we doing anything else later? Because the night is still young, even though I am not.
I have no idea if Sophie has planned anything else. I guess we should talk to her before, we...
Yeah, where is she? She's been gone for a really long time.
She's there. She's still in the room.
And
but she was sitting with the Toreador.
What happened with her playing tonight? I mean, it was beautiful, but it didn't seem as good as usual. Oh, wait. You weren't here for any of it.
It was amazing from what I heard.
Oh, I'm sure. Were her ears muffled or yours?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I was finding my... Oh, where is my coat? Oh, I have to remember that next time.
Yeah.
Let's go find Sophie.
Okay, let's go. So they go to find Sophie.
And Sophie's just across the hall with the Toreador at this point.
They actually let me speak to them again.
Yeah, it's the whole Elysium area. You don't have to go through like doors or whatnot to go try and track her down. She's still there.
Our son Colin. That's my baby.
Aww.
Hi. Josh.
Yeah, I heard music. Hey, Soph. I'm going to put my arm around you. And wink at the Tory that you're talking to.
Oh, creepy-fied, nasty. I love it.
Yeah, the Toreador just kind of like when you come walking up, they part from you. Like,
you're a leper. Unclean. Unclean.
You know, I'm surprised that they didn't treat me that way after they played. So.
Oh, I go over there with them and just kind of stand to the side, look at all the Toreador, try not to laugh at their matching motif.
Before I split off from them, I would like to just take a look around at their auras.
sure.
And frankly, if I could survey like the whole, is that a stretch?
No, yeah, you can. You're just doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure I didn't add any points that I don't know about. And I have 2 successes.
No, she's a double bagger, Jerome.
Hey, I have Mask of 1,000 Faces.
This is true.
Can be whoever I
That
want.
is true.
Yep.
Yeah,
What was
she
that,
does.
Brittany?
I have 2
Sorry.
successes.
2 successes. Okay, so you scan across the room, taking a moment to kind of take everything in. Most of the vampires here, you're not really picking up anything odd off of. You know, that obviously pale auras and so on and so forth. As you
Sweep the room.
as you sweep the room, there's an aura that's there that doesn't fit anything in particular, and it's doing this. Just for like, just like look at her and you're like, rude.
You mean an aura that's not attached to a person?
Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome.
But
otherwise, everything here looks like it's, within reason. You don't see anything like weird flames coming off of somebody or, crackly auras or any of the strange stuff that you've seen in the past.
okay.
Bless you.
Bless you.
So the Tories all look normal.
Within reason.
As far as I can tell, they look normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Except for the specter or wraith, whoever it belongs to, because ID. Hi, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on that one. How far away from us is that?
Oh, completely other side of the room.
Okay.
Oh,
Not even in the way of anybody.
and she doesn't tell the okay.
Are Giovanni the only people that have ghosts? Well, it
No.
could be a ghost that doesn't belong to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still
Alright.
a number of things it could be. I mean, it was just a pale aura that was flipping you off.
Flipping me off?
Yeah.
Yep.
Specifically?
Well, I
Yes.
mean, it was just flipping the middle finger. I mean, nobody else clearly saw it except you.
Maybe it was the ghost of that music.
Oh,
That's cool.
oh, Missy, Missy,
That was beautiful.
Ouch.
bad Missy.
Sorry. I love you, Sophie.
Wow.
That was amazing. I loved that. This is why as bitchy as Miriam is, we can always count on Missy to just throw somebody else under the bus for
It
us.
was the ghost of Bach. And that is fair. Surprised you didn't beat me.
Oh, God, Cat.
Anything else?
Sorry, I was loving on Denozo and he shook his
I know.
head. Denozo drooled
Slobbers.
when you
Yep.
met him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he shook his head and slobber went everywhere. Bless his heart. God, I love that cat, but damn. Sorry.
No, if they've got normal auras, then that was my main concern.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring the other two to a quiet spot where we can talk.
Probably outside.
Just outside, not
Yeah.
like a corner somewhere.
I mean, you could go to a corner, but you're facing
People
the same.
can eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
I mean, heightened sense is a level 1.
That's true. That is true. Have I seen Colin? Is he still around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still around.
All right.
At one point, he stepped out to take a phone call, but then he came back in.
Okay. Yeah, let's step outside. I need some air.
Me too.
Okay.
Sure. Me 3. So they head outside.
Okay. Do you guys step over to the vehicle where you guys had parked? Colin comes walking out about a minute later. Kind of like, shrugging like, are we done? What's going on?
No, we're not done.
Damn.
I don't know. I'm kind of done.
No. I've wanted to amputate my foot if it would get me out of here for about the last hour.
So I have somewhere we could go.
We know. Paladin is in town.
She doesn't know though. Sophie doesn't know. I've
Oh,
only
Paladin's in
2 or 3
town?
times. Yeah, that's
With
what
Hailstorm and their tours here in town.
Oh, wow.
my new friend Jewel wanted to see if I wanted to go. So
Oh, you went.
I mean, I did go. So, what are we doing after this?
Well,
Not
Eamon wanted to speak to us after the party at his estate, and Kareen wanted to speak with us as well.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't look too good.
No, she doesn't.
I did see Green, and she mentioned that. So, darn. I guess I'm.
But I mean, if maybe we could. You wanted to see the concert, I guess.
Yeah.
We could probably do that, and then I mean, I don't know how late this party is going to go, but I about have my fill.
Yeah. Do you have any contact with Eamon? Is there anything we can set up for maybe afterwards with a specific time?
I have his number. I can call him.
Maybe if you want to just text him and see what time he wants to meet. What time is it now? Out of
By this point, you're looking at about 10.
10. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna text Eamon and ask what time.
He types back 2.
How's 2 o'clock sound?
That sounds great to me. And
Uh,
Kyrene wants to meet after that. Kyrene wants to meet after that.
Okay, I text back. See you then.
Okay. So Colin says, I have got contacts here I'm going to have to speak to, so why don't you ladies take the SUV, go to the party, and I will meet with you there if I can.
Okay. Is everything okay?
I haven't had a chance to check yet, so I don't know.
Do you want me to come with you, or should I go with them?
No. You go with them. Get the stench of this, off of you, and go have a reasonably good time. I have to look into this. I mean, we talked about this already, Sophie. So I gotta talk to my people up here and find out what's going on.
Okay. Let me know if you need us.
I will.
I'm gonna text Jewel for that information. Say the hard maybe became a yes, and ask for deets.
Okay, and ask for deets. All right. So she sends you an image of the flyer that has the address and everything on it.
Okay. This is where we're going. I'm going to type it into my maps, and someone else is going to have to drive because I'm a terrible driver.
I have a 1.
I'm driving. I'm driving.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, am I driving?
I made that mistake in Cyberpunk once.
Driving with no driving stat?
I think I think it was like not by choice, but then Jess had to take over because I can't.
I remember we had a similar issue with Olivia one time.
Yes. Yep.
Are you going to really make me roll drive?
No.
To navigate? Okay.
Are you like trying to Tokyo drift it there or something? I mean,
that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, Tokyo drifted it in the Escalade or whatever it is. No, I'm just driving normal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you get to the block. The whole block is sealed off because it's a gigantic party. There's costumes, there's music on the outside, there's vendors, and then the epicenter of it all is the Rebellious Rose, which is this occultic nightclub that sits in the actual occult district of Portland, Oregon.
Huh.
Out of character, would I have heard about Echo's disappearance? I know it was mentioned earlier.
Not as of yet.
Not as of yet.
Not unless somebody's mentioned it to you.
Okay, no one has. So I'm gonna send Jewel a text to let her know that I'm here.
Okay.
And ask her where she wants to meet.
Inside, VIP.
Inside the club. Okay. Hey, so Jewel wants us to meet her inside here. Is that okay with you guys?
That's fine.
Okay. I guess we're in the VIP section, so you guys just stick behind me. I'm sure she's given my name or something.
If not, sure we'll manage.
Oh yes. We'll be fine.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start to walk in.
It's Halloween night, right?
Yes, it is.
I've got great makeup on.
I dropped Fang.
Okay. I mean, it's You will pass as normal. I mean, it's Halloween.
Yep. It's the only time she could do it and get away with it. She's not smart.
Yeah.
And she's in a group of people with costumes and everything, so she drops fine.
Okay.
She just grins over at them. It does the goofy, fangy grin on purpose.
Okay. Sure. So I mean, they let you in the place. I mean, you're almost assaulted by the sound when you come walking in. It's physical, like you can actually feel it hitting your body as you come in. At this point, as you hear in this moment, currently cranking out Roots, one of their hit songs. And of course, the crowd is just going with it. You know, the lights spinning around, relatively dark. Everybody, give me a wits and alertness check.
One success.
Okay.
Is it a 6?
Yeah, it's a 6.
Okay.
You've got 5 on a wits and alertness check.
6, 7, 9, 10, 10.
Nice. Okay.
The dice gods love me tonight.
So Sophie and Hesperia, you guys are doing a pretty good job of not having people like run into you or whatnot. So you're spatially aware and you're doing all right. Miriam, you're doing that and then some. Like you're able to kind of you're probably at the front of the group at this point, walking through it, finding the best pathway without getting cut off. Or
are you fucking kidding me? I'm Nemo-ing.
Without and avoiding the gate that you have to jump over, to get to.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm part of the sound.
I'm the sound guy. Yeah. But as you're walking along, up there are like 2 stages that are here, right? Or I shouldn't say 2 stages. One main stage, and there's like pillars, 2 big pillars where people can stand up and kind of go dance it, if they want. But it's big enough for a duo if they want to dance together. And there's a little stairway that kind of leads up to the top of it. And there's a lady kind of doing her thing, shaking her moneymaker and whatnot, and to the songs. And on the other one, there's 2 people that are up there. One is it's a good way. One is a plus size girl.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I'm going to put that in the chat. There you go.
She's cute.
So she is up there in more of like a Halloween outfit, right? And then it takes you a couple seconds, but then you realize the person she's dancing with is Doug.
I'm sorry, who?
Doug.
Doug got that little cutie.
And
he's got auspex.
It's not auspex.
Sorry, presents. He has presents. You should be so proud.
I'm really confused.
And he is up there. He is currently dressed as Optimus Prime, and kind of shaking his thing, doing whatever. He's doing all right as far as dancing is concerned, and she is just happy as can be, and he's laughing and having a good old time.
You know what? I am really happy for him. I'm just gonna file that away.
I'm just gonna walk by. He got him a little cutie. She got some nice tatas.
I don't want to get in the way of this.
No, Doug needs to get laid.
This is good.
Doug needs to get laid. With the way that man talks, maybe now to cause his balls to drop.
I'm going to yell at Doug. and try and get his attention.
Okay.
Please don't fall off the stage. Please don't fall off the stage. Please.
I'm gonna
I just want him to look at me.
Let me
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Let me
walk
see if it's gonna be
away
possible because it is
from
pretty
his
loud.
parent,
Okay.
so he doesn't see me.
Okay. Well, he ends up spotting you, as you're there, but again, it's hard to hear because of the sound. But it looks like he yells, "Hi, Rumi."
Am I like, if I jump up to give him a high five, is that possible? Or is he too high up?
It's a bit high, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give him double thumbs up.
Okay.
Way to go, Rumi.
I just walk.
And then I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
Just gonna walk. He drives Miriam nuts, so most things drive Miriam nuts nowadays. So
I would say conversely, Doug drives most people nuts.
but apparently he's got some presents going on there.
Even his Domitor cutting him down.
I'm just saying.
Aww.
But I'm really excited for him. I'm not gonna get in the way of this. I mean, I'll probably keep an eye out for him. I'll probably keep an eye out for him just to make sure he doesn't like hurt himself or
Fall off.
something.
Okay. So you get to the VIP section, and Jewel is already there. It's there's a couple people that are here. They have like their own individual booths, and so they have kind of their own space ish. And there is one that it says reserved, but nobody's currently sitting there right now. Otherwise, all of them have some people in them. They're all kind of doing their their thing, either making out or just paying attention to the music or hammering shots and so on and so forth. Jewel invites the three of you, to come over.
I head over.
Yeah.
You guys remember Jewel from earlier? I remember Jewel from the coat room. Hey, is Emma gonna come?
No, this really isn't her thing. She doesn't like crowds.
Yeah, I kind of got that
Not
feeling
the
from
place
her
for
earlier.
her.
Oh, that's too bad. She seemed like a nice individual.
She is when she's around, I suppose.
She's just that shy.
She doesn't like politics. And people are politics. And it took me that long to figure that out because she wouldn't really hardly say anything to us.
All right.
So I hear that somebody here knows Paladin.
Yeah.
Well, that went over like a fart in a spacesuit.
Yes, I believe we
Yes,
do.
we know Paladin.
So are we going to do like the after party then or something?
When is the after party?
After the show, dummy.
When is the show? Is
The show's
what's our
going
time frame?
the show is going to end at about 1.
Okay. Maybe swing that.
We might be able to stop by for a few minutes. Are you asking us to make an introduction, or do you already have said introduction?
Oh no, I would love an introduction.
I do need to talk to Isadora, but it doesn't have to be tonight. She's got plenty of people to see tonight.
I mean, if we're gonna be at the after party for a couple minutes, might as well kill the birds. Just a thought.
It's true.
How many stones do we have?
I don't know, but I have a grenade in the car still.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to use that back at the at the restaurant
Yeah.
because I can't show my face there again.
What happened there?
I choked. I'm better than that. I don't know. I kind of want to just go get drunk right now.
Oh well, I can solve that. And
That didn't go so well last time, so I'm thinking probably I should not.
And so she,
No, I think you should.
she holds her fingers up and flags down a waiter. And she's like, "Rounds. Keep them coming."
Are we going to turn into wizards tonight?
She's like, "Oh, you've seen that too? That is like the great. I hate the Camarilla, but that is like the greatest piece of Camarilla propaganda I have ever seen."
They serve
Your friend doesn't know what we're talking about.
They serve our kind here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I have not been here.
Oh, this is Echo's old place.
Yeah, but I mean, we haven't spoken about her business, so.
Oh,
Where is Echo? She's the one that brought us the really nice chest and the other gift, right? Is she here?
She has a nice chest.
No, I know she has a nice chest, but she came and visited us and brought us gifts from Prince Aemon.
Well, the rumor going around is that she's not in town, that she was kidnapped or something like that.
Are they looking for her?
I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. Yeah, you got to understand, we're anarchs. We don't commingle a whole lot with the Camarilla. And
Just didn't know if you'd heard anything further.
no, and that's the weird thing. I figured I would have heard something from Kyrene. If anything else, that's her child, and I haven't heard shit.
That is kind of weird.
Who's running this place in the meantime? Just
Her
whatever staff she has?
her office manager, what is his name, Earl or something like that, some big beefy guy. But yeah, and then some reddish drinks come forward.
What is this?
This is blood, usually something we drink. However,
Liquor.
You know what? That's a good question. She calls the waiter back on over.
I'm gonna just use heightened senses and smell it.
Okay.
That is a botch.
But why is the rum gone?
Yeah.
Yes, the rum is gone.
So she's
No,
like,
this is tequila.
yep. So she does. She
I'm not
takes.
even gonna ask. I'm just gonna throw it down.
So she does one of those numbers because she's delicate. She is a delicate fucking flower. And
It's hanging on the wall behind her.
and she kind of sniffs it for a second, and maybe it was just a moment she forgot to tell you what it was. She just pounds it. Just forget it. It was good. Well, it is alcohol. That much you can tell.
Rum? Could you, considering it's filtered by the liver and everything, can you even tell by sniffing what kind of alcohol it would be? Or just that it's liquor?
If you scored enough successes, some alcohol content does have a specific smell to it. Like vodka, not really.
No, well, cheap vodka smells like rubbing alcohol.
Right.
Tastes like rubbing alcohol. Whiskeys, you can tell what a whiskey smells like usually.
So maybe it really depends. But she obviously did not get anywhere near there.
No.
So Jewel gets the waiter to come back over, and he indicates that the the person who had it had some mixed drinks, so it's probably vodka mixed with some chasers.
I'm okay with that.
Wait,
She
I'm
throws it back.
sorry, I missed it. I was
Does it
chatting with
stay down?
Is it actual alcohol or is it blood that's got?
No, it's blood, but there's alcohol in the blood.
Okay, we're all good.
So,
Really lagged there on me. I have no idea what just happened.
yeah, you were frozen for temporarily.
Yeah.
So Sophie, go ahead and give me a stamina roll. In fact, all of you, since you're taking your shots, give me stamina rolls.
Now I feel like we shouldn't have drank that drug blood.
Where's stamina?
Oh wait, up at the top.
I got
It's under your physicals.
Yep, top left.
Dos palacos.
What was that?
2.
2.
We all got 2. 2.
Okay, you guys are fine. It is nice to have some blood that doesn't just taste like blood. That actually was peppered with something. So there's a bit of taste of it. Jewel pounds down a shot as well.
I'm gonna order another round.
Okay, so the waiter comes back, to give everybody another, round of shots again. And at this point, in this moment, has finishing up their set, and you can see paladins starting to get set up.
Very cool.
And the VIP area that was set off that said it was reserved, you see Doug and the girl he was with come walking over to it.
Nice. Good for Doug. Maybe his balls are dropping. This is an interesting turn of events.
I am so proud of him.
You had no clue.
No!
Do you know what he can even do?
He didn't tell me that he'd learn how to do that.
You don't keep.
To be honest, I have been too busy this week to really follow up with him. So, I don't know when this happened, but, it's just good for him.
Should we order them? Should we send over a bottle of something? Would that be a thing? Should we do that?
Oh no, that's a thing. That is very much a thing. But what I would want to send them, I don't think that would be a very good idea. I just want to send him whiskey or something like that, but
but I don't want him to know that I'm here, that I know about this, because then he'll feel all pressured, and then if he's still in love with me, then he'll get really anxious about this, and it would just be better if he doesn't know that I'm here.
he's your goal, right?
Yeah.
He's always going to love you. He'll die for you. He'll kill for you.
That's not what I'm talking about. I mean...
So Jules we
he
have a Bryan Adams song over there?
Yeah, basically.
He hasn't seen me like this yet, so... I just don't want to distract him.
Oh, you mean your the work thing?
Enhancements.
Enhancements. Oh my God! Did you see her enhancement? Our mix-a-lot going to start playing in a minute. Did you get your butt worked on?
It was mostly the waist, though. Just kind of touched up.
Oh, yes. You definitely got touched up.
No, You know what? Can I get another one of those?
I'm gonna push Sophie my drink.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So
Everybody takes another shot.
Yeah.
Stamina.
Fuck.
No, that comes later.
Oh
yeah.
No, I already did that.
Everybody's knocking Miriam's door down. I'll tell you what.
3, 2.
1 success.
All right. So Hesperia's got a nice buzz going on at this point. Everybody else seems to be doing all right. After 2.
Lightweight.
I'm a lightweight. Yeah.
Lightweight.
I've had a good night. I think this is a good way to end it. Well, almost end it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
How funny would it be if we showed up to Eamon's place and I was totally...
All of us were drunk off our ass.
Oh, we should do that. That's funny.
Yay. We need to get there, okay, though.
Yeah, no.
It's okay. We'll take a lift.
Jewel, are you okay to drive?
She's like, oh, totally. I'm all right. Another round.
Oh my god. Oh god. I can't even imagine how to play Miriam drunk.
So give me another stamina check.
I can't even imagine how to play Miriam drunk, y'all.
This one's a difficulty 7.
Okay, 1.
I got a 10 and a 4 and a 1. So
I got nothing.
I got 1.
So,
I got 1. I'm still good.
Yep. So Miriam, at this point, you are finally at that. You are at that comfortable level, where you don't have 0 fucks to give, but maybe only 1 or 2 more.
Oh, is my filter shutting off?
Not so much of a filter, but you're getting a buzz.
Miriam has a filter?
Yeah. No.
I wonder, like, is Miriam gonna be like just totally switch and be like, "I love you"?
That's why I'm trying to figure out how to play her drunk. Because I'm typically one of 4 people when I'm drunk. I love everybody. I'm crying or I'm pissed. So I'm really happy, really horny, really sad, or really mad.
Those are covers all the bases.
Yeah, there you go. And you never know who you're getting with me. Do you, Jerome?
Nope.
I could start out in a great mood, ended up sitting in a corner, bawling my eyes out for no reason whatsoever.
So the at this point, Hesperia and Sophie are just kind of like leaning against each other at this point, because if one leans one way and the other one leans the other way, they're both upright. But I mean, they clearly have that kind of warm, flush in the cheek look at this point.
I'm so glad that I know you have my back.
I love you.
Thanks for being there for me.
You're an amazing musician. I just want you to know that I really love your music.
You liked my show.
I saw just stars in the sky.
I'm so glad somebody liked my show.
It was amazing. I had the best time.
And then another round of drinks show up.
Oh no.
Oh.
Do we
Miriam slams it.
Huh? Okay. Difficulty 8.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
Oh, I got 2 9s.
Okay.
I guess I'm obligated to now, so.
Okay, I got 2 8s.
Yeah, Jewel hits it too.
Difficulty was 8.
Yeah, I got 2.
Oh, I got. No, I got 1.
Okay.
We all had successes though.
Right, but you're still getting progressively drunk whether you fail or not. So I mean, at this,
I know.
so Hesperia and Sophie are about the same, probably a little bit happier, a little bit more comfier. You're probably one more drink away from just being completely shit-faced at this point, Miriam. Just like them, you've got enough presence of mind still to know you're close. And at that point, you hear a disembodied voice. What in the fuck am I doing in a club? Why the hell did I go to some British Crown-looking place looking for you? The hell?
Wait, is Vinny here? Yes! Wait, where is he? Oh, that's right. I can't.
Oh, that's right. I can see you.
We can fuck with people.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah, I'm kind of floating right here, and like, what in the fucking fuck am I doing here? I'm looking at the three of yous four of yous, whoever the fuck this girl is.
This is
And are you drunk?
Was that you at the Crown flipping me off?
Wait, what?
You saw a spirit at the Crown?
Were you at the Crown?
I just came from there. Fucking Miriam tells me to get up here, high priority, get up here as fast as I can. I get there and like nobody fucking shows.
Did you flip her off?
No.
There was a spirit there?
I have been in town 15 fucking minutes.
Stop fucking me. You can talk to me without fucking me every other word.
Somebody was there.
I'm just going to look at Jewel and wink.
Yeah. Jewel is like, I'm buzzed. It's fine.
My tough. So yeah, so she's...
I knew you wouldn't do that to me, Vinny. I knew that couldn't be you.
Well, of course not. But
there's another wraith here.
You guys can get drunk.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was a thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, Vinny.
And the whole...
We drink blood from drunk people. Not necessarily from them directly, but we take the blood.
But sometimes from them directly.
Yes. Or I don't like doing drugs. Say no to drugs. Say no to the fucking drugs.
Secondhand drugs aren't necessarily a bad thing, though.
I've never had a secondhand drug.
Oh.
So...
What about first-hand drugs?
Hesperia, what is your willpower?
My willpower?
Your willpower.
Oh.
I have 5 deaths.
Go ahead and roll.
3 successes.
Okay.
I should have gone and gotten my Jameson if I was going to play Miriam drunk. That would be funny.
So after a moment, you still feel, I mean, obviously it's your body, you still feel lightheaded and whatnot. But you don't feel quite like you're in control.
Oh shit, we've been roofied.
And then all of a sudden you see her hands like reach out over to Sophie and start touching her, but not groping her, but touching her.
Whose hands? My hands?
Your hands.
Oh.
and then you hear Vinny and he's like, so what the fuck happened here with Sophie? She looks different and whatnot. And as he
went on the Samisi diet.
And as he's talking, like Hesperia's hands are like touching her cheek and sort of thing, and he's just like, and is this what it feels like when you gals are drunk? What the hell?
I feel weird.
You don't really say that.
Oh,
You think it, but you don't say it.
I don't have control over my own body at
You
this
do
point.
not? Yes, you do not.
Oh dear. Sorry, Sophie.
Hey,
What?
What are you doing?
We did another round.
Yeah. Another round for the ladies over here. Of course, it sounds like Hesperia.
Paladin playing it.
Oh.
I'm gonna go dance.
Oh, Vinny, you bastard! Get
Oh,
the fuck out of her!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That's what he said.
What a pervert. Secondhand Sophie. No.
So another round comes up. You guys pounding that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and roll your stamina again.
Yeah, okay.
Still difficulty 8.
Ooh.
I don't know if we're going to make it.
One. Yeah.
I got one.
Okay.
One.
Oh,
Got
I
it.
got 2.
Oh, good.
I got
Okay.
2.
So Hesperia is still kind of hanging in there. Miriam at this point is now officially 6 sheets to the wind. Sophie is laying on top of the 6 sheets in the wind. Just it's a comfy feeling, you know. It's and the music just kind of becomes noise at this point. Like you don't really acknowledge the whole thing. And at Vinny at this point, leaves Hesperia's body. He was trying to figure out like what was going on, but he got his fill. He got emotion of some kind. And Hesperia has quite a bit. Some of it repressed.
Yeah. A little bit.
Help, my brain repressed.
And by that point, you end up. At some point, it just kind of becomes like it starts becoming a blur of like fun, and you're laughing, and there's music, and you think at some point somebody came up on your table and like danced. You're not sure if it was. Yeah, you're not sure if it was one of you, or if somebody else did. But there is a recollection that something like that happened. At least Miriam and Hesperia are missing some dollars.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And by the time that you all come to sober enough,
Oh God, what time is it?
you're all in a bed, not together. But you are all in a bed. The first thought was, this isn't your bed, and this isn't your bedroom. And for the first time in a long time, you actually have a hangover.
Oh God. What did we do?
And the only thing that you know at this point is you woke because supernaturally vampires wake when it's no longer daylight out.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh shit. I want to go back to bed. Vinny.
Now you don't hear anything.
Fucking Vinny.
Are we all in the same room in different beds, or
No.
all in okay?
Different rooms, different beds.
Oh God. Fucking oh.
I'm gonna roll out of bed.
Are we dressed?
Yeah, do we have clothes on?
You have your undergarments on.
Where are our clothes?
They're laying out on like a chair.
Okay.
Similar situation, they're like all laying out on like a chair nearby. There's a nightstand and with a lamp and whatnot.
Okay, I get dressed.
Maybe a bottle of blood that's been laced with
Ibuprofen.
Someone that's recently ingested some Pedialyte.
Yeah. But as you start to come to, there's like at first for Hesperia, there's a knock at the door.
Hello? Come in. It's not my actual room, so just come in.
Okay. So the door comes open slowly. The light gets flipped on. It's somebody who's in a nice suit, servant attire, similar to a butler of some form. And he says, Miss Hesperia, is it?
Guilty as charged.
Would you be requiring any additional blood for the evening, or did you need a change of clothes?
Can I have both, actually? That would be great.
Right away. I will have somebody send something to your room in a moment. Please give it about 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. Anything hydrating, please.
Of course, ma'am. Then there's a knock at Miriam's door. Similar thing. It's in fact the same guy.
Turn off the light.
Older looking guy, probably in his 50s.
Turn the light.
So he flips off the light. Now, are you needing anything for nourishment, for food, or perhaps a change of clothing?
Yes. A shower. And where am I?
Oh, very well. I will have somebody bring that by for you, as well as a towel and those safety flip-flops.
Wonderful. Where are we?
You are currently at the home of Prince Aemon.
Of who?
Prince Aemon.
Okay,
Like he was bleeped.
Yeah, it cut out. It cut out. Right.
Censored.
Yeah, right as you answered, you were at the home of, and that was it. I was afraid you were going to say that. I have a request.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a gun?
Not on me.
Can you procure one?
I suppose I could.
Because a gunshot wound would hurt worse than my head. It couldn't hurt worse than my head. And then it would at least get me out of my misery for a moment.
I have not been authorized for any fatalities on the premises at this point.
No suicide missions? Okay. Oh God. I need to puke. I've never had a hangover since I got turned.
Yeah, it's been quite a while for you.
Oh my God.
It's been 4 or 5 years easy. Because you've been turned, you've been a ghoul for quite a while in the family, but
Yeah.
so easily for you, it's been like 3 or 4 years.
Oh God, this is not the same as being human. I know what to do as a human.
Right then, if you
I don't know what to do.
If you need anything else, please address it with the individual coming in about the next 2 to 3 minutes with the items you have requested.
Right.
So then he walks off and goes to the next door. Exact same thing for Sophie.
Okay.
I'm going to throw the pillow at him and pull the covers back up.
Miss Darrow, was there anything I could get for you? Perhaps any sort of nourishment or a change of clothing?
Can I have 5 more minutes, please?
Just 5 minutes, Mom. Just 5.
Of course. If you need anything, there is a buzzer on the side of the nightstand.
Like, can you put Alka-Seltzer in blood? Like, to...
I don't see why not.
That remedy?
Can we blood to heal a hangover? Like,
Yes.
spend blood.
No.
Damn. We have to replace the blood. right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just say, I mean, feeding once at this point, because the shots are not obviously big, gigantic amounts of blood. So feeding yourself at least 1 pint of blood would be sufficient.
Okay, good.
It would help you cycle through it.
Okay. So yeah, go get a shower, get cleaned up, drink some blood.
Okay.
It's feeling better.
Yeah, I'm going back to sleep.
The shower is one of those like touch screen, has several nozzles that hits you from every angle all at once or different degrees. It's like horribly opulent.
I'm okay with this.
That sounds terrifying.
It's got it's got a couple settings, so in case you don't want just the hard water jetting out you want the massage sort of interjections and whatnot.
That sounds very complicated for as like inebriated as I am, so I'm probably gonna give up on the touch screen and just.
I was just thinking that.
And just turn it on and stand.
Oh yeah, that's basically until she has the blood. That's where Miriam's at, just stand there going. Try not to drown in a shower, because I'm sure as drunk as she was, she probably thinks she would.
So with that, it is now past 11. We'll go ahead and call it there.
Oh, good Lord.
For the night, as everybody is waking up, wakey, eggs and bakey, at the manor of Prince Aemon.
On November the 1st.
On November the 1st.
Oh.
Yeah, he already did not have a super high opinion of me. I think this is not going to.
Your music sucked. We went and got drunk.
I think Echo has nothing to worry about.
So
that is true.
We'll go ahead and call it there. So thank you all for watching this random chaos that could probably be summarized with the Flogging Molly song.
If I ever leave this world alive.
Yeah, I know. What's they've got shoot. Drunken Lullabies.
Oh yeah.
No. We find ourselves in the same old mess singing drunken lullabies.
Drunken lullabies.
Yep. So the next set of games coming, hopefully, if there aren't any delays or anything or scheduling issues. So Wednesday will be Firefly Outlaw, or Outlaws, I should say, with Brittany and Missy and hopefully 2 other people. And that's been a fun game. They have just crash landed on a wintry planet, and they keep screaming at me about how I've put them in the episode of Lost. Yeah, and then in Cyberpunk, which will be this coming Saturday or the next Saturday the 23rd. That is our Cyberpunk 2020 game. Which is Missy, Jess, who is in the chat, as well as Eric and a friend of ours, Derek, who will be playing. So if you enjoy this sort of thing, please join us then. If not, we will catch you next time, which hopefully for Vampire will be the 29th. November 29th.
That's the day after Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
Isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, it is.
So we may not be able to do that because of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So
depending
may or
on
may
what
not,
we have
but
going on.
may or may not, but we'll be double checking on that anyways. So at any rate, so thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.
Good night.